a TFWire.com video review.
Hello and welcome to another video review brought to you by Spada of TFWire.com. Today we are going to look at Classics Megatron. This figure is actually the largest figure in the line simply because he's a gun, and he fits in my hand. He's a little bit small for my hand. I mean, my finger can barely get in the trigger, but he does fire, or he makes a firing sound. His primary colors are very smoke. I would say this is smoke gray. Not gray or white, but smoke. This weird neon green, Decepticon purple, black, and safety orange. We have to have safety orange. Stupid American laws. Oh, and he's got some yellow for highlights on the legs. The figure is actually, like I said, this is the largest figure in the Classics line for this mode. He pretty much completely fills up the box. I like him. Now, I don't know if you could see, I'm going to try and see, but he's got crosshairs. There we go. You can barely see it. He's got crosshairs. They're not that good, but hey, what are you going to do? It's a toy. It's fun. This is based off the Nerf Maxter mold, I believe. I think that's what it's called. Hold on, I will look it up here as I am trying to type around all the camera equipment I have. E-R-F. And I actually saw that Nerf. One of my coworkers at work has that Nerf gun. It's almost spot on. It really is. It's scary. I mean, it is really scary. Let's see here. Nerf. N-Strike Maverick. I'm sorry. It is the N-Strike Maverick, which it is based on. And actually, I'm going to move my camera to take a look at the computer screen, and there you go. N-Strike Maverick. Looks very similar to that, but without the scope, without the sight. Yep, N-Strike Maverick. Now, I'm going to move the camera back here a little bit so I can transform him. He has probably the most involved transformation of any of the figures simply because of the way it's designed. You start out by splitting apart the shell here, and great googly moogly, look at all of that. I mean, he's a jigsaw, man. So what I like to do is I like to just move this out of the way and just get it out of the way. First thing we're going to do is pop this off and move it just out completely out of the way. Second thing is take this whole section, move it, turn it around, and then snap it into place. We take this, we turn that around, and that forms the basic chest and the left arm. Now we just come over here and pop this out and swing the wrist out. Now for this part, we actually just bring it and connect it right up, turn it around. Then what I like to do to get the fist out, normally just pop it, and you just snap that in, and that'll actually push the fist out. Now for the legs, we just unhook it from there. We take this whole part, get the cannon out of the way, and just move it and snap it in. We take the legs and slide the guards up to form shins. We fold the feet out. And last but not least, drop that down. And there's a little tab right here that'll actually fit in right there. Now what I like to do to add figure stability is to bring the wings in, because if you don't, he's going to fall over. Or you could just move instead of putting these flat, I angle them down a little bit, so that adds some figure stability. And there's Megatron! Now, he is definitely taller than the Big Pen. This is the tallest figure in the line thus far. I don't know how big Jetfire is going to be when he comes out, but this is definitely the largest figure in the line right now. he is pretty posable. The one thing, he cannot put... His gun is on the bottom of his arm, so you have to kind of... If you want to pose him pointing, you have to kind of put him like this. Otherwise, the hand will look like it's turning upside down, and it just looks kind of silly. But that's a small price to pay for a really good figure, and I have no problem with this. Actually, with some of the pictures, it looks pretty good. I don't care for the neon green in the back, but a paint job will fix that. In fact, I'm planning on purchasing another figure and repainting it, getting rid of the orange and the neon green. He was roughly $20. He's an excellent figure. He's not the most posable figure. Well, no, I take that back. He is pretty posable, but the weight that these back wings produce has to be taken into account, I should say. And let me just zoom in here and get a good look at the figure. I mean, that's Megatron. Without a doubt, that's Megatron. His colors in this mode are the same that they are in the gun mode. The only difference is he's got... Well, no, there is no difference. He's got the same exact colors. There's a little more gold showing in this mode than there was in the other mode. It's just highlights, though. But, hey, it's Megatron. He's a gun. I'm happy. 9.5 out of 10. The only reason he's not a 10 in my book is simply because the gun mode doesn't have a lot of play value. You could be a gun, or if you pull the feet out, you can actually stand him up, and he could be a little rocket gun using his feet as rocket boosters like Shockwave did in the original comics. But hey, if you could see him and you want him, definitely pick him up.